everyone. My name is Pam Nacpil, and this is The Moving Truth with Pam. So, I have very special, all my guests are special, but we have some extra special ones today. I've been chasing him for some time. So, finally, he has agreed to come. But let me have them introduce themselves, please.
Yes, thank you, Pam, for having us. My name is Shahin Faal, as you know, and I'm here with Shabnam, my wife. And,
Gorgeous wife.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
And where are you originally from, guys?
So I'm originally from Iran, and I think we moved to Canada in January 2019, the coldest time.
January 2019.
Yes, the coldest.
Could you not have picked a summer month to go? Okay.
Well, no, actually, that was when the school started, and I had
Okay.
to be here on time. And
Okay, let's
yes.
backtrack a bit before that school portion that you mentioned. Okay, so what were you doing in Iran?
So I am, and I used to be a licensed architect and project manager, and I've been, like my background, I have a bachelor in architecture and a master in construction management. So my background is related to construction, and I was involved in all kinds of projects, and not just the buildings, roads and telecoms and all these fun projects, I should say.
Fun? How about you?
I'm also from Iran, and my background was English literature. I have a bachelor in English literature, and my last job in Iran was insurance.
Insurance.
Yeah,
That's
life
very
in-
related.
yeah, I never worked in English-related jobs.
It's like, okay, English and then insurance.
Yeah.
Obviously, you like doing insurance. Okay, so you
Yeah.
did it. Okay, so then what happened? I'm sure you were doing great in Iran.
Yeah.
Like architecture, master's degree,
Mhm.
probably had a great position, great life. Okay, and you mentioned earlier when we were chit-chatting that you didn't have kids. So why all of a sudden we want to go to Canada?
Yeah, that was kind of a challenge for myself. I was, as you mentioned, I had a job and I was happy. I was involved in good projects, decent size. My income was fine, and but mostly I was trying to kind of unfold and identify my other potentials that I wasn't able to find it back home.
Okay, okay.
So basically challenging myself and going through a new journey was the main reason that we decided to move. And then we were talking on
Did
that.
you agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if like those people who know me, they know I'm thinking out of the box most of the time, and I try to extend and expand my knowledge, my capabilities, and that's how I enjoy my life. Actually, that's giving me the passion and the motive to move forward.
So you went, so the idea was to challenge yourself more,
Exactly.
to move. And what was the challenge that you had to go through to come to Canada? And before that, were you actually thinking of staying?
Yes, we were thinking to stay like that. We were not looking to do it like try and error type of things. So we were thinking to start a new life at the same time, identifying the potentials and for growth and for not just on like lifestyle but personal growth as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
You did not just get dragged along.
No, no,
Because sometimes it's like one spouse decides and like,
no,
Carries you
no.
along,
We were
right?
always thinking like it was not a process of like a 2 day
yeah.
to make a decision to go somewhere else. It was always on the back of our minds
Okay.
to
okay.
make changes.
Okay.
We have lots of friends and relatives in all over the world. They are all very successful. We said, yeah, we can do the same thing, maybe even better.
Why not? Why not? So,
Yeah.
thinking of moving,
Yeah.
why Canada? Like so many other countries, as you said.
Yeah, yeah. The main reason is the residency.
Okay.
Like it was a big goal for us. We didn't want to waste our time like 10 years or 12 years to get a residency and have a status, because some countries they are not giving you any status. So we were not like coming from a war zone we do have a residency. So we were looking for something stable and like a stable economy, job opportunities.
So it was everything was fine.
Yeah.
You just wanted to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We didn't have any major issues. I don't have any major issues to go back.
And it's always nice to go back
Yeah.
home.
It
I
is
don't have
true.
any plans.
Home, right? I don't know about you. I
Yeah.
still think of my home country as
Yeah.
my home away
Yeah.
from home. So you mentioned you went through the student pathway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why the student pathway and why Moncton? I mean, I didn't know Moncton existed before.
Yes. So basically, that citizenship process was always behind our thought to decide which path do we like just go and apply for work permit, find a
Yes,
job, and
yes.
then go through that, or which one was the most first cost effective and cheapest way to move to Canada, and then what's the fastest path that we can get our citizenship. So that's kind of led us to this student application.
Where did you study?
I
Shahin?
studied Master of Organization Management at Crandall University.
So this will be your second.
Yes.
It would be
Master
my
of
second
course.
master, yes.
You love studying. Okay,
Yes,
okay. No, that's not for me.
Yeah, so, and I'm from the first cohort, so they just
Oh.
started that program. I have a friend who was in Charlottetown in PI, and that's how we heard about this this area and this region in Canada, and they advise us to search on colleges and universities, and I found this program at Crandall University. I applied and I got admitted, and I had a quick interview because, again, you know, like I was assessing all the risks
Yeah,
and
yeah.
potentials as well. So I had a quick interview with one of the professor, Dr. B, at Crandall, and it was very nice conversation, and
You liked it.
I really enjoyed that conversation, and I booked a flight, and
Did you come together?
No, he came
Okay.
first, and then we didn't risk it because of the. It's not easy for Iranian to get a visa from
Okay.
Canada. It's not like the rest of the countries
Same with
because
us,
of the
yeah.
political situation that we have. So we didn't risk it. So we just wanted to let him go and see if it's possible to go and just see the risk again.
yeah,
So
it was.
how
It was a
long?
financial risk as well.
True,
Yeah.
true. It's expensive.
Yes.
Yes.
I think most people don't realize when you're an international student coming in,
Yeah.
you pay
Yeah.
like double or sometimes
Yes.
triple the
I was-
price of a local.
Yeah.
This is something like in construction we call it mock-up. So I was like, I came here
It's
first.
15% or it's 100%
Yes.
markup, right? I know about that. Okay.
Yeah, so I came to just see the environment and do the study, and then I think after 4 or 5 months.
It was 3 months, like
3
three,
months.
Yes.
3 months and a
It
half.
seemed longer for
Yeah.
you.
For
That's
myself.
why.
It was
Yes.
winter.
It
Was
winter.
it hard then? Like coming from Iran, coming here, did you know anyone before you landed? I mean, you mentioned your friend in PI.
Yeah,
but
other
like-
than my friend in PI, no, honestly, I was.
So how
I
was
didn't
it when
know.
you landed?
It
Like-
was a bit scary as well, but we managed it. So Crandall helped me a lot,
Oh,
like
that's good.
like all the way through my citizenship. They helped me finding
Oh.
the jobs and connecting me to right people. The first thing that I was worried, like, how can I go from airport to the residence at my at the
Yes,
Crandall
yes.
campus? So. And I arranged for the pickup, and someone from Crandall came,
Oh,
and
wow,
they
that's
picked me up.
nice.
It was very nice, and so, yeah, it
But
was.
2019 was also a different time,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It was, yes.
Because right now things, well, especially during COVID, right?
Yeah.
Everything was different.
Yeah.
But you were pre-COVID. Was
Yeah.
it pre-COVID
It
thing?
was
Okay.
pre-COVID.
So
COVID.
you resided at Crandall.
Yes.
Did you both reside at Crandall when you?
No, when she came, actually, we had an apartment
Okay.
downtown. Yes. in
So
France.
how was settling in? Because I know when I got in, I mean, we're so used to North American food, but I don't know about you. Was it easy to be able to adjust?
It's never easy. It's never been easy, and it's not going to be easy as well. But we're like I found that was part of the challenges that we were
Okay.
trying. So we tried to change our threshold and then identify the potentials as well. So that motivation kind of keep us to
On your
become
toes.
resilient and adaptive.
Did you have to work when you were studying?
Yes, I had to.
What were you doing while you were studying?
So I started in a few restaurants, pizza places, because back then, I'm not sure if it is the same thing nowadays, but I was able to only work 20 hours.
Limited hours.
Yeah,
right?
so I started in a few restaurants and then I moved to Costco, Best Buy. I've tried like different.
How did it feel, Shahin? I mean, I know an architect doing construction management back home.
Yes, yes.
How did it feel to like start something very different?
Yeah, that's something interesting because we were talking about this immigration process, and I gave her this example that like immigration is not climbing the stairs and going up; it's jumping off the cliff. So when
That's
you
a
jump
good
off the
analogy.
cliff, yes, first you have to learn that okay, I'm jumping. I have to confront all of my fears and jump, and then when you jump, then you have to learn to survive this.
Depends on where you jump.
Yes. So through that process, I learned to start from the beginning. So I had the motive, and I knew that I'm going to make it eventually.
That's
And
good. It's really
Yeah.
mindset.
Yes, it's
right?
Yes, it is
Working
all
hard and
mindset.
mindset.
Yes.
Did you have to work when you came?
Yes, and I was ready to work.
What
I-
kind
I-
of
I
work
didn't-
did you?
I
have to
started.
do?
I started with the pizza place, and he came join us at the same pizza
Oh my
place that I
God.
was
So you
working.
probably were eating a lot of pizza.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, every day.
the business kind of
Yeah.
is out of the business now because of us.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't hire me for the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's like, but see what I noticed, like back home when you're working in a restaurant, there's a different way of people viewing you, right? I
Yeah.
don't know if it's the
Absolutely.
same
Yeah,
as
it's
Iran.
exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but here I find there's dignity in work.
Yes.
I always say that.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what kind of work you do, as long as you do it well and, you know, you feel proud of what you do,
Yes.
you're gonna make it.
Yes.
Exactly.
So what happened after Crandall? Okay, so this is now, I'm done.
Yes.
What work am I gonna do? Am I still gonna stay in this pizza place?
Yeah, this is kind of inspiring story. First time I came downtown Moncton, the friend of mine parked the car right in front of our office. And I stepped out of the car and I turned and I saw the Architects 4 sign. I was like, oh, this is an architecture firm. I
Wow.
have to do a bit of research about them. So I went back to the residence that night and I found that they've designed Crandall buildings.
Oh, wow.
Like the few residence and the campus building too. So, and then that night I just fired a few emails to all of the professors. Do you know anybody at Architects 4? And they introduced me to Architects 4. I guess it was like after 4 months that I had my first interview.
Wow, after 4 months. What
And,
was going in your mind in the 4 months? Like, architect, pizza guy now, suddenly like, am I ever gonna be there?
Yes.
It was 4 months after he started.
graduated?
No, before graduation.
Before
It was
grad-
after.
yeah, I was a student.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
still a student. 4 months after being a student. Yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
first-
So
Yeah.
you started,
Yes,
yeah,
I
the
started
process was
the
started
wow.
before.
So even before you graduated.
Yeah.
No, that was the first time I was in downtown. That
Wow,
story happened.
wow.
So yeah. So after 4 months, I don't know. It was like March, April-ish that I
Not
had
too
my
cold.
Yeah.
my first interview, and then since I wasn't able to work full time, they didn't accept any part-time architect definitely.
wow,
So I
okay.
had to wait until January 2020
When you finished
when
your
I finished
course.
the program at Crandall. So then January I started working
Oh,
as
they immediately, they
Yes,
hired you?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you doing initially? Because I know you have to have certifications and everything. Did you start as an architect immediately?
well, because of my background and my expertise, I was able to start designing, but not as
Okay.
an architect. We had this agreement that I go through the licensure program
Okay.
and become licensed architect again.
Again? Like, why am I doing this?
Yes.
Was there ever a time you thought to yourself, what am I doing?
It's a roller coaster emotions. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, yes, there was times that I was like, okay.
Am I doing this? Am I
Yes,
doing this?
exactly.
I know exactly how you feel.
So yeah, it's a long process. It took me about 3.5 years to get the
get
license.
certified.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Why?
part of that
What-
was because of the COVID as well,
Okay, okay.
which kind of slowed down everything. But yes, but from the beginning, I was able to work on decent sized projects. So the
Projects.
first project I was involved was the University of Prince Edward Island
Okay.
residence, which is like a very nice
Yeah.
design, and I was able to contribute a lot on the design as well, which I'm very happy and blessed, I should say.
Didn't even, you know, I've been going to PEI before, so I went to just the beaches, then realized there was a very nice Charlottetown PEI University there. So,
Yeah.
so was it worth it going through everything to get recertified?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm super happy. As you know, we never like. I'm partner now. As
Yes,
of
congratulations.
thank you so much. So as of November this year, I became partner, and without going through the licensure program, I wasn't able to do that. So it is for architects, engineers. I guess it is important to go through the process and become registered and licensed again.
So you can still do what you want to do, right?
Yes.
What you're happy doing.
Yes.
And we're out of the pizza place. What
Yeah.
are you doing now?
Yeah, after that I went to Costco, and then after that I was in a dealership for a while, and then I went to TD Bank. I was doing finance during the dealership, so I enjoyed that. So I decided, yeah, maybe I go to the bank.
Car
And you're still-
dealership.
Yeah.
And you're still there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know about car dealerships. My husband works in one.
Oh.
So, okay. So you're now at the bank.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
things are, in a way, all
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all.
So with the regrets thing sometimes, the roller coaster, did you ever think for 1 minute that you want to go back?
I never
Never.
thought of that.
Never thought about that?
Yeah, I was ready for any hardship,
Really?
any emotional hardship, financial hardship. It never happened. You know, when you're coming, like as an Iranian, you always have some sort of worries,
Yeah.
and like 99% of the time they never happen.
Okay.
But this, like, this, I cannot call it anxiety, but this is just how our minds are set up. We always are ready for challenges, for hardship.
Like prepare for the worst and
Yes,
hope for the
always.
best.
Yes,
Yeah.
always,
Exactly.
always.
So, what do you miss most about Iran? Like,
Food.
Food, absolutely food.
I know, I think that's what every
Specific.
immigrant's battle cry is food, right?
Specifically in Moncton, there's no Persian restaurants that we can go. Like
But
we
you can cook, right?
Yes,
So I
yes.
get to be invited to.
Yes,
for the-
absolutely.
Okay.
No, I'm good cook, so
Yeah.
we can find the ingredients and
Yeah.
yes.
That's good. That's good. Have you ever felt in all of the time that you were here that you were not welcome? That there was a time that people looked at you differently, or a situation we're in.
I'm not sure about the rest of the Canada, which I should say I'm pretty sure it is the same, but that was one of the reasons we chose New Brunswick and Moncton. That welcoming spirit and supportive, and that was obvious from the first month.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
We were so blessed to come to New Brunswick.
And how about the community now? I know you have friends who are
Yeah.
locals, colleagues who are locals,
Yeah.
but like, what about the Iranian community? How is it? Is it growing? Do you find?
Yeah.
It's growing very fast actually because
Yeah.
of all the programs and educational opportunities
Yeah.
for newer generation and younger fellows. It is growing very fast. We have decent sized community, about, I'm just guessing number, about 100, 200 people here, and some of them are elder, but most of them are from the newer and younger generations who came for study. And
And you have a brother here. You're an only child.
Yeah.
What is like the plan? 5 years from now, do you still see yourself in Moncton, in New
Yeah.
Brunswick?
oh yeah, definitely, because I have a business here, and so again, back home, we had some issues. Like we used to live in Tehran. It's a mega city. It's a metropolitan. So we were dealing with some big cities issue, traffic, air
Traffic,
pollution,
right,
Yeah.
and,
air
you know,
pollution.
overpopulation and lack of.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we moved to Moncton. Moncton is really decent size for us, and we enjoy our time. We don't have to waste our time in traffic.
Oh my
I have more
goodness.
time to spend with my friends, do study, do.
It's so different, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think when people complain about traffic here, I laugh.
Yeah.
Don't you? It's like
Yes, I do.
you stop for 2
But,
minutes and it's
yes.
traffic.
But in the last 5 years, 4 years, I've changed too. Now like my threshold was up high there. Now I can't stand the traffic
You
even
are
in Moncton.
so right.
Yeah.
Now 5 minutes I stop. It's like,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
the traffic all
Exactly.
about? Yeah, I know. You,
I
you
forgot, like, I used to
Exactly.
spend 2 hours in traffic just to commute to work.
Know. I know.
And
I know.
2 hours to come back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
I-
4
that's
hours
how I
every
felt.
day.
Like my life was wasting away in the
Yeah.
traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And here
So-
it's like 20 minutes to ocean.
I know. It's like everything is 15 minutes. When you
Yeah.
do the Google Maps,
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
actually
It is.
right,
15
right.
minutes away.
So what advice would you give? You know, so many things are different now from when you started, when we got here.
Yes.
Immigration's not as high in the priority of the government. Would you still think people should go?
First, that's a very personal choice. They have, like, what I would say, people should do their own homework, study and understand where they're moving, and set the goals, why they want to do it. Immigration is not the right and best choice for everyone, definitely.
Yeah, true, true.
But they have to understand, okay, not the whole Canada is like Toronto, and not the whole Canada is like Moncton.
Okay.
So it's evaluating and assessing the environment, how the economy work here, what are the taxes, and you know
Yeah.
there are lots of things that are new.
Yeah.
I would say whoever wants to immigrate, no matter where, they have to do their homework and understand and set their expectation as well. So
Yeah, you have to study, right? You have to,
Yeah.
because it's, as you said, it's not just financial.
Yeah.
no, it is not for
It,
sure.
It's a lot of mental and emotional.
It
Yeah.
is, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, how you mentioned earlier when we were chit chatting that you're 3 siblings.
Yes,
2 are here.
yes.
How about the other one?
So my middle brother is still back home, and he's doing good there. So he doesn't have any plan to move to Moncton. He may come and visit us at
Visit.
one point. He's a businessman, and he owns a business there, and he's quite busy.
He's doing well, so he's not
Yeah.
even looking at anything.
Yeah.
Right? How about your parents? Are they? You're young.
Yeah.
You can sponsor them and everything.
Yeah.
Have your parents ever thought of moving here?
Sometimes we talk about that, but we didn't get to a point that we say, like, they decide to move permanently, but they came here twice. They have visitor visa, and
They like it here.
Yeah.
they enjoy the nature a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Do,
as I
do
said,
you
you
get
know,
them to go during winter?
not in the middle of the
No.
winter. It's a bit cold for them, I guess.
I know. So, last question. Would you do it over again? Going through what you went through,
Yeah.
doing the jobs you weren't used to, what you were not prepared for,
Yeah.
will you do it again?
100
Absolutely.
times.
100 times?
Yeah.
Why?
I think my status here translate the why, because I achieved what I had in mind, and I was able to go through the process, and I'm happy, and the happiness is the best
key.
thing I can achieve.
Yeah. When you have a plan, there is a path for you always in here. I don't know about other places, but in New Brunswick, the path is very defined,
Yeah.
and you can see the light at the end. So if you having that plan, you can always go there. But you have to have a mindset, and you have to do the research.
So I guess it's only up to you, right?
Yeah,
It's-
it's up to you.
Yes.
Yeah. With that, thank you so much for you guys for joining me. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. All the best in everything else. So, what are the plans? What can we expect from Shahin? maybe. Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
Future.
You're watching.
Yes.
With that, thank you very much.
Thanks for having
I
us.
really appreciate having you
Thanks
here.
for having us.
Thank you.
With that, see you at the next Moving Truth with Pam. Bye for now.